I would describe rape culture on this campus as very prevalent because we're protecting the perpetrators systemically and we're often silencing survivors. And that's how this is getting perpetuated. There have been no consequences for any of the perpetrators brought up in the project, and that's over 61 people who have done this. And not one of them has received consequences yet. So when we look at the statistics, perpetrators repeat this crime 7 times or more before they get caught. So we're just adding victims to this list and not really doing anything to stop anyone from being unsafe on this campus. Those are the main things that I would stress for a survivor, is just to feel that what they're going through is valid, to not minimize what they went through, because being assaulted or raped is literally having the home that you have within yourself completely broken into and violated. When I'm talking to women about this, I want to remind them that these sex education programs almost make us feel at fault for what we went through, because they teach us not to drink too much, not to leave your drink alone, not to go home with men, not to go to a party alone. And if we fail to do any of those things, if we drink too much, if we accidentally leave our drink alone and get roofied, if we dress a certain way, we could potentially get assaulted or raped. But at the end of the day, I want to tell them that there's really no way that you can protect yourself from this happening, because perpetrators are predators and they are ultimately preying on mostly women. And because of our gender identity, we're vulnerable automatically. And to men, I would say consent, yes, verbal consent is absolutely key to knowing that your partner is okay with what's going on. But the second that your partner says no, you need to back off. If your partner is staying silent, you need to back off. If your partner is showing hesitation, you need to back off. And there's so many times, just personally, men do not respect that. If you say no 10 times and they eventually get a yes from you, they don't recognize that as coercion. They recognize that as obtaining verbal consent, even though they pressured you into that yes. If you're staying silent, they figure, oh, I might as well keep going. But a lot of us exhibit a freeze response in these instances, where we just completely lose connection between our mind and our voice and our body. And I would say that you need to be very cognizant of whether or not there's any type of hesitation or intoxication, because if your partner is incapacitated or not really saying anything or not answering you right away when you ask them, can I do this? You need to slow down and step back.